title fight between the number one ranked, the IBF title holder, the number one contender.
Muratalla is a really tough fight.
But Muratalla's nickname is Danger.
Muratalla, he impressed me against Tevin Farmer.
The thing is this, I was expecting Muratalla to be the favourite in it.
I wouldn't have him as favourite.
It's 9-5 for Muratalla, 16-1 for the draw, and 4-9 for Andy Cruz. Cruz is the favourite.
100% for Cruz, just because of his skill set.
Welcome back to BoxCast. In this episode, we're going to look at the upcoming fight between Raymond Muratalla and Andy Cruz for the IBF Lightweight Championship taking place on the 24th of January 2026 at Fontainebleau in Las Vegas, USA. This was shown on DAZN in USA and in UK. Start with a tail of the tape. Raymond Muratalla has a record of 23 wins, 0 losses, 0 draws, 23 fights in total, 17 wins by KO. He's age 28. He's 5'8", which is 173 centimeters. And he's got a 72-inch reach, which is 183 centimeters. His fight is a lightweight, which is 135-pound limit, 61.2 kilos. And he fights out of an orthodox stance. Andy Cruz has a record of 6 wins, 0 losses, 0 draws, 6 fights in total, 3 wins by KO. He's age 30. He's 5'9", 175 centimeters, and he has a 66-inch reach, 168 centimeters. Seems to be a bit wrong. We'll check that. And is also fights out of an orthodox stance. Simon, your thoughts on this fight? Title fight between the number one ranked, the IBF title holder and the number one contender. And also Muratalla is like third on the ring rankings. Number 3 contender, and Cruz is number 5. So
well, they fast-tracked Andy Cruz, haven't they? A bit like Lomachenko and Usyk and things.
Well, how much? Just give me a sec. His reach is actually 5'10".
His
178 centimeters.
His height, you mean?
No, his height is 5'8". 5'9", 175 centimeters, and reaches a little bit more. So it's like 5'10", 178 centimeters.
His reach is 5'10".
Yeah. His reach is normally longer than your height, isn't it?
No.
It is. Well, if you look at Muratalla's, it's 5'8" in height, and he's 72-inch reach, 183 centimeters. So this is like 68, 69 inches or something. 69 inches each, I think, isn't it? 70-inch reach.
Right, yeah.
This is according to AI, so we will double check and let us know if you know the things. I'll carry on checking. Go on, you will say something.
Yeah, it's just basically fast tracking Andy Cruz on these fantastic amateurs, basically Olympic gold medalist, won 3 world championships at amateur, 2 gold medals at the Pan America Games, super skilled, come from that Cuban boxing, 30 years of age, like I say, I think that's why they're giving him a bit of a fast track. He's beaten some good fighters already. You can see how skillful he is when he's fighting. He is just fantastic. Throws a lot of punches, great footwork, great defense. Showed a bit of power as well. Looks like he's taken to the professional ranks really quite well. Some amateurs don't. He has. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing him. I think he only wants big fights now. Well, I think as soon as he turned professional, he said he only wanted big fights,
which he's got here.
And to be fighting in your 7th fight for the IBF title, some achievement. It really is. But he's got a tough fight against Muratalla. It's a really tough fight.
But Muratalla's nickname is Danger. So yeah, it's a dangerous fight. Yeah, I was just checking the height and reach. So yeah, Muratalla is 5'8", which is 173 centimeters. The reach is 6 foot 183, and Cruz is 5 foot. Well, there was a height wrong on here. It's 5'9", 175. So we're correct on that. And he's 1 inch more, 70-inch reach, 178 centimeters. So he's got a 1 inch height advantage, but a 2 inch reach disadvantage against. And Andy Cruz' nickname is Diamante. So yeah. Well, Eddie Hearn seems to have quite a lot for this guy, isn't he? And he has had some impressive. He's been on the undercard of some fights. So.
Muratalla, he impressed me against Tevin Farmer.
Because that's always a tricky fight. But we've seen what Zubaydah's how he struggled against him.
And then he did impress me against Tevin Farmer. And then obviously it was Lomachenko retired, and he said the IBF belt became available. So we had to fight against Abdullayev. Beat him on point again. It was a good performance. I just don't think. I think he's got to knock Cruz out to beat him. Because I just think Andy Cruz is just too skillful.
He's from the Cuban school, isn't he?
Yeah,
so
I just think he's way too skillful.
And obviously large amateur pedigree.
The only thing with Andy Cruz, you'd say he always only 6 professional fights, but like I say, he's took to him the professional ranks quite well. He's been 3 knockouts, 3 decisions. I think the decisions were all over 10 rounders, weren't they? So engine doesn't seem to be an issue with him either. Mm-hmm. Muratalla, he's got decent power, and he's going to have to use that power to get Cruz's respect. Because I think sometimes Cruz can look like he'll just dance around you and not give you any respect.
Yeah.
And if he hasn't got to worry of anything coming back, it's an easy night's work for Andy Cruz. A really easy night's work.
He can just box him for the whole
thing.
Well, I think this is a bit harder. Muratalla can box.
Yes,
and
he can
punch. I think people put him off because he had one of the disappointing performance, isn't it? But then if you actually look at it, the people's, he's picked it up again, I think, after that. Was it Ndongeni? If I've said that wrong, probably.
Yeah,
but I think he went to 10 rounds and people expected him to knock him out.
Muratalla,
he's on like a knockout streak.
Yeah, Muratalla might be going into this thinking, mate, you don't belong at my level just yet. And that might be a good attitude to have. You've had 6 fights and you're coming in the ring with me.
Eddie Hearn again, get him there fast.
But this is what a lot of them do. This,
well, I think it's opened up, isn't it?
They did it with Lomachenko. Usyk hadn't had
Usyk as well.
Many
Cruz
fights.
Was on relatively. Cruz hasn't had that many fights at amateur. Not the 300 club. He's not a Triple G or these better than Bivol with 200 plus. I think he's at 130, 40, something like that. But still, it's good amateur pedigree, which is why obviously in his 30s, he's older than Muratalla by 2 years, so they're jumping him in. He's got to get there, but then it's like you said, he's been thrown into the professional ranks and sort of, he hasn't sank, he's swam and swam quite well. So yeah, I think it's a good matchup. The thing is this, I was expecting Muratalla to be the favourite, isn't it? Should I show you odds?
No, he can't be the favourite.
No, he's not.
I wouldn't have him as favourite.
It's 9-5 for Muratalla, 16-1 for the draw, and 4-9 for Andy Cruz. Cruz is the favourite. And, so it's plus 187 for Muratalla, minus 200 for Andy Cruz. Slightly, depends on the odds change, but that's from two sides. And in the predictions, although there's only two, so it's
100% for Cruz.
Yeah.
There we go.
So it wasn't his mum and dad, it's you.
No, yeah.
There's only two predictions, so yeah.
I make Cruz a favourite, to be fair. Just because of his skill set. He is special.
Yeah.
Seriously special. All right, it might not be the knockout artist, but...
Well, the Cuban school normally aren't, isn't it? Because they can box, they're taught to box then and the power can be there. But he's got 3 and 3, isn't he? So he's 50%. Muratalla was, but then I think he's had to box as well.
It's tough opposition.
Yeah.
When you're just coming through, you can get your 1 or 2 round knockouts because you're against very much lower opposition. He started off against a former 2-time title challenger.
Yeah.
He hasn't started off against journeyman.
Yeah, well, he shortcutted, isn't it? And then even there he's added it. So it's gone to 10 rounds, then a 3-round KO, then 10 rounds, then a 7-round, then 10-round KO. So this one should go to the full distance because that's his pattern.
Yeah.
One, then another. So.
It'll be a points win for Andy Cruz.
Is that what you're having?
Yeah, I think, and it'll be a wide points win. I'm talking like 118, 110.
I'm going to go the other way. Muratalla points, but close. We have balanced out.
Yeah, I
think it might be a little bit too soon for Cruz, but we'll find out.
It could be.
I think if it's the right time,
it could be.
I think Cruz can win, but I think it might be like a little bit of a step too far. And Muratalla has got better in his last fights in terms of boxing.
Yeah,
Muratalla
is a great fighter. Yeah. But I just think Andy Cruz is.
But I think this is a point where we find out how good is Cruz.
I think this is the point of how fine we find out.
And Muratalla.
How good both of them are.
Yeah, I think both of them could do good. So, yeah, because Muratalla is basically, you're in a stacked division lightweight, although Steven Shakur seems to have gone up. He was the number 1. There's no ring champion. He was the number 1. We don't know what Gervonta's doing, so he's there. Then Muratalla is like the next in line. Then you got Zepeda and then Cruz. So I think whoever wins is the next. If you take Shakur and Gervonta out, then they're there. And then behind them, you got Abdullah Mason and Floyd Schofield. So, you've got quite a good... it's quite a stacked division.
Yeah, it's a good
even
division,
if the people are going out. And then there's others there as well. So, and it's Abdullah Mason is one of the champions. And Muratalla is the other. Gervonta's the other, and Shakur. Quite a good collection of fighters. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Cruz and Muratalla, who comes out on top of this. I think it's quite a close fight. But you could see it going either way. It'd be quite wide as well.
Yeah.
Depending on who turns up on the day and how
I think it's going to be a good fight. It's going to be a really, like what I call a boxing purist fight. Because both are really skillful.
Both are boxers, yeah.
Look out.
Well, they've got a bit of pop as well. But I think it's more, obviously, the school in boxing.
And the
speed and the timing and the movement.
It's just fantastic from both of them.
And it's real, we'll see
who it is. For me, it's...
Because I think it's a real deal of whoever comes out on top.
For me, it's, I break the fight down on footwork, speed, timing, and Cruz, for me, is just a little bit better in every department, but only...
Well, that's my thing. I think he might just not be there yet, ready. Although I'm hoping he is and then he gets there. But, I like Muratalla as well, so it's both. But, it's an interesting fight to see... who comes out on top, and then there's huge fights ahead for whoever comes on top, these opportunities. plenty in that division. There's lots of big names. So
Yeah, if they take him.
yeah. Well, depending on what they're doing or if they come back. If not, then they could be the head of that division, basically, isn't it? So they got the opportunity to take those, belts and stuff if the other guys aren't coming back. So yeah, it's a pretty big fight from that basis. Let us know the thoughts in the comments. Like and subscribe as usual. So let us know what you think of Muratalla and Cruz. Who do you think is going to win? Because the odds are sort of favouring Cruz and the predictions on here, and we've got it, which is a bit surprising me. I would have thought because of obviously Muratalla's been there and done it.
Yeah,
he's seen the big lights. He's had the Cruz has got to step up into that.
I just think Cruz is.
But we will find out which of them. I think, like you said, it's either of them.
I'm either completely wrong, and I'll take my hat off. But again, Muratalla is a perfect opponent to find out
how good you are.
Because
are you really world-class level and things? Because obviously Muratalla he's a champion. But it's also how good Muratalla is, because if you take out Cruz, that's...
Yeah.
It's both sides.
Good fight.
So it's a good matchup. Well done to get the matchup made. And one of them's going to have to lose for the first time, which is sad, but unfortunately it's the way it is.
Loss is a loss. Mm-hmm. Always come back from it.
So let us know your thoughts, and we shall see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching and listening.